time.
Me and my daughter slept in the same room. My son, he a teenager, so I let him have his room. I went from 3 bathrooms to 1 bathroom. I was fucked up. I ain't have no income. I ain't know what I was going to do. I was homeless. And guess what? I could live with my mother. I could live with my sister. But when you don't got your own shit, you homeless.
Facts.
But God had to strip me down to renew me. Tammy, I get renewed. I opened my store, my beauty bar in Jersey. My Brooklyn store opened back up. Tammy, after 2 weeks of my store being open, my store burns down. My ex burns it down to the ground. To the ground, Tammy. To the ground. Right?
That's crazy.
They were calling people, oh, China over. Oh, this and this and that. Tammy, I said, I'm not answering my phone for nobody that's not praying for me. If you ain't praying for me, then I'm not answering my phone. Right? Tammy, my life has took a different level of greatness with my mind, with my soul, with my being, in a new relationship I'm in. My children are at peace.
Yeah.
My life is
But you know, sometimes it's always a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you gotta burn that old past. You gotta burn, because if God, and a lot of time I tell people, when you force your way into something, it ain't for you. Sometimes we force our way into situations like, oh, I want this spot. This is my spot. This is what I gotta be at. This is what God want me at. This is where I'm gonna be. I want this. And God's saying, I don't want that for you. And you wondering why the goddamn you can't get the deposit to put down in the place. You wondering why the fucking credit check ain't coming back right.
I got goosebumps.
Because that ain't where you supposed to be at.
I got goosebumps. Because guess what? When I open my Brooklyn store, this shit is driving me. I'm a passionate person, so I feel things on a whole nother level.
Right.
Tammy, look at what you just said to me. Tammy, I had a Brooklyn store. I had it for 10 years. It closed down. I moved to Jersey. I opened up my Jersey store. Came back, opened my Brooklyn store. Let me tell you why I was feeling to open my Brooklyn store. Because bitches was running their mouth. So I was trying to process. Oh, Tammy, shit was falling down. Clients went in. When I opened my Brooklyn store back up, my client sat down. My whole fucking dresser fell down. You know why? Because I rushed it. God burnt that shit down. You know why? He burnt it down. So when I come back strong.
Yeah.
Fires in the Bible.
It wasn't your time, and you got to know how to wait for God's time. And God said, if you forcing something that I ain't ready for you to do yet. And I had to learn that my way too. I had to learn that a lot of times. When I force something, it always backfires, because God's saying, I'm not listening to God at this point. I'm listening to myself. And I'm you don't know what I want. I know what I want. You get what I'm saying? And then it always end up that way when you force yourself into something. Even when like houses. I remember when me and my husband separated, and I was looking for a place, and I left a fucking $2 million house, and was like, I'm out of here, and I'm found me a townhouse. I'm looking, but I couldn't find nothing for like 4 months. About 4 months, I couldn't find nothing. And me and my husband wasn't talking. We cut communication. We was done. The show aired, Love and Hip Hop, so everybody knew we were separated. And I couldn't find nothing. Everywhere I went, they trying to charge me all this money. It was crazy. I went to this one place, and I said, Lord, I prayed over this place. My mama said, she said, if it feels like it's your home, it's your home. I walked in, I said, God, this is what I want. I want this place. Right. It was a 4-level townhouse. Like, this is for me. You know, this is for me and my baby. It's around the corner from where I used to live. She goes to the same school. Ain't shit gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And the lady sabotaged my shit. Oh, she tried to get me to pay $20,000 and all this extra shit. And I was like, well, damn, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, no. Girl, I went and looked at more properties, went back. My mother said, try to apply again for that place. I was like, why would I apply again, Mom, when they didn't give it to me the first time? They want $20,000. Like, why would I do that? She said, well, you working with somebody else different now. Go back and try again. Wow. I go and apply again. They approved me. And they ain't asked for no $20,000 either. Girl, I moved in, what was it, 3 days later? 3 days later, I moved in. But I was the person that was the middleman for me to get there. That wasn't who God wanted me to go through. It wasn't the person to deliver me to where I was supposed to be at. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? And it took me to cut, and I had to go. 2 months later, I went back, and the man said, yeah, I wonder what happened with you. Yes. And I thought the man I thought he was trying to overcharge me and didn't want me to live there. He was like, I was wondering what happened. Wow. It's still available after 2 months. Wow. It's God's time.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you how much God be into play. Have the fire, right? I have the fire in my store. So my lawyer is funny because now when I have the fire or whatever, I knew, I was like, my ex did it. right? I never wanted to publicly say that because I didn't want people to understand is that when you lay with somebody, that's embarrassing to have.
I used to tell my husband. Let me tell you another thing too. I used to tell my husband, and you could ask him when he was out in the streets and running wild and shit. I used to say, nigga, you hurting yourself more than you hurting me. Oh, I said every time you lay with them fucking demons, they chipping at your ass.
Absolutely.
I used to always tell myself, do you try to bring them demons back to my house?
So times, baby. So times. Tammy, I'm about to. When I told you, your mouth's gonna drop. Tammy, it's gonna drop. So the fire happened or whatever. I'm literally in front of my store seeing it burn down, like to the ground, right? And I remember yelling and screaming at the police. The fire marshals had to come, and I was like, I already know who did it, so I don't want to hear nothing. The fire marshal's like, ma'am, calm down. You cannot just say somebody did it, ma'am. You have to. That you can't do that. I'm like, okay, I'm not about to do this with y'all, right? And I remember going on social media, and I remember people had empathy, but it was so many people that were so mean-spirited. They were saying I did it myself for insurance money. If anybody that know anything, and these are people that don't know better because they never owned nothing in their life. So if you know, you open up a motherfucking store 2 weeks, you ain't burning no shit down.
You ain't shit down. Yeah, you put too much into
property where people live, bitch. I wasn't in debt. I wasn't looking for a come up. None of that.
And I ain't trying to catch no murder case for somebody getting hurt.
So, Tammy, listen to this shit. I never even publicly said this. My store burned down, and my landlords came. These Jews, they came. They was trying to make sure it wasn't their fault, right? And this is why I try to teach Black women about when you get properties and about insurance, because people think they know it. The young girls who started businesses and doing their little thing, they don't know what they're doing. And a lot of old heads still don't know what they're doing. So I had to learn, because when I opened my first store up, I had $2 million in liability. And guess what? That shit wasn't even for me. That was for if something happened to the store.
And so somebody else.
That shit had nothing to do with me. They thought it happened that I didn't have to tap into that. So this time, I knew to have my water insurance, my business insurance, my fire insurance, all of that, right? But if I knew even better, bitch, I would have had $1 million in fire. Or I had $1 million in water. I would have had $1 million. You understand? My Asian friend was like, come on, China. We have millions in all individual policies. I didn't know. Right. So, my fire happened, whatever. So I'm reporting it. I'm going through my insurance, right? So I'm not knowing better. My landlord and them, after 3 months, my landlord didn't give a fuck. They was asking me. They need rent. So Tammy, I was paying rent on a store that I was not receiving income from, that was burnt down, right? Mm-hmm. Paying rent. What? Didn't even get my insurance check yet. None of that. Paying thousands of dollars. Tammy, why a whole year later, my store's still not open? My store's still not open. I meet my man that I'm with now. I meet him, and he's coming with me to see my store. He see it's finished. He picks up. Why you not opening your store? You're scared. He tells me, like, listen, I got to sit in front of that shop every day and make sure you good. You gonna open, right? Mm-hmm. I open my store back up. Tammy, I get to eviction notice. I haven't even said this publicly. It gets eviction notice. I'm fucking confused. I'm like, how the fuck I get an eviction notice? I call my fucking lawyer. I said, I called my lawyer. I have a Jew lawyer. I said, they gave me eviction notice. I'm so confused. I don't understand. He said, I sent him an eviction. He put a motion in. We came into court. I gave him my lease that night. Tammy, my fucking lawyer read my lease and called me and said, China, do you understand in your lease that it says if you have a fire or anything that stops you from operating, that you do not pay rent?
Wow.
I gave them over $30,000. Tammy, they owed me. Tammy, they owed me. I went to court. Them motherfuckers was in court like mouth to the floor because they lawyer did not pay attention to my motherfucking lease. And my lawyer said, now what y'all gonna do? Either we can give her the money up front, or you can just
you can credit it to the
rent.
Right. For the next year.
Do you understand when I say God work in your favors? Now, bitches was worrying about me having a fire. Bitch, the fire worked in my favor. Bitch got insurance money and then end up having to get money from my damn landlord. Now, you tell me that God don't turn things around.
Facts. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. I tell people so much, China. I say, even when I do interviews, that's why I like when you hear me about this, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hop on because I love doing interviews. Like, you know, like you have to pull teeth to get me to do other ones sometimes. My agent be hitting me like, bitch, get on the interview.
Right.
Because when you speaking to certain people, I tell him, I'm like, I can't speak on a level that y'all will that most people wouldn't understand.
Oh, me too.
Especially when it comes to like my marriage, or it comes to certain things in my life. I can't speak on that level because people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, oh, Walker did this, Walker did that. They sit together, she accepting things, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Y'all don't know.
Y'all don't know.
You don't know. Y'all don't know. And I'm not gonna get defended. I'm not gonna talk about it because y'all could never understand on a level of spirituality, of the shit that I had to go through, not for my life, but for his.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
And he was worth it. And
he's worth every bit of it. But one thing what I try to tell people to understand is sometimes God puts people in your life, or put you in people's lives, and you think it's for you. Like when you met your dude, you probably thought that, you probably thinking, this for me, God sent me a man for me, but no, God didn't just send him just for you. He sent him to you.
Oh,
to
no.
You get that who you needed to be.
Tammy,
you know what I'm saying?
You scaring me. You scaring me because, let me say something. Let me say something. God is in this room.
It was a purpose.
God was in this room. Tammy, God is in this room in the most humblest way. I know for a fact that I was the blessing in my man's life. And let me tell you a secret, is that women write me about him before they even write me about how to start a business. Baby, get out of the nigga lap. It ain't about a man. It ain't about a man. We gonna get us whole first. Because guess what? Y'all looking at it thinking he blessed me. In all reality, it was a blessing for him. Women gotta wake up and stop thinking
they don't understand that.
This is why men are holding the torch against us. Is because we think everything is just about them and not about ourselves.
Yo, I'm trying to tell yo. I remember, and this is a real story. This is some real shit. We were living in our house. We were living in our house in Eagles. We have another house in the country club or whatever, and we were staying at that house, and the air conditioning unit went out.
So I noticed after I did my closet tour that even though my closet looked pretty, it's super dark. So I went on Amazon and I found these little lights in a pack of 6. They come with double-sided tape, so you just stick them wherever you want. They also come with a remote control, so they're dimmable. Now I think I need more for my...
See if you can fit the air conditioning unit. Mind you, me and him was in a situation where, like, I had just found out that this nigga was buck wild. And I'm like, God damn, who are you, nigga?
Right.
I was appalled.
Right.
You know, I'm naive, I'm young. This is the beginning of our relationship. And I was in the room reading the Bible. Mind you, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even read the Bible. Right. But I was so broken and I didn't know what to do.
Wow.
I went in the room and I was reading the Bible.
That was smart.
And Walker called, he said, did you call the people? I said, yeah, the guy's supposed to be coming. So this guy came to my house and he fixed the air conditioning unit. So I'm in the room reading the Bible. So when I'm like, just let me know when you're finished, I'll, make sure I walk you out. So he came upstairs. He was like, I'm done. And I was like, okay, I'm going to walk you out. So I come out the room, put the Bible down, I come out the room. And before he left out the house, the man turned around and looked at me. China, I swear to God, this man said, God told me to tell you. He said, he didn't say God told me to tell you. He said, you think you here. He just immediately said, you think you here for you. You're not here for you. He said, God sent you here for a reason. And the day you realize that, the happier and the better you'll be. Wow. And he walked out my house. Wow. I have never seen that man since. It come to find out, he wasn't even supposed to be the man. He wasn't even the guy that we usually use. I found him in the Yellow Book pages.
Wow.
And I couldn't understand for a long. Yeah, I couldn't understand for a long time. But when me and my husband first got together, I remember my husband would get up and I would wake up and he'd be sitting inside of bed with tears in his eyes. And I'd be like, what's wrong with you? And he'd be like, God sent you to save my life. And I was like, what are you talking about? I couldn't understand it. But he's like, you gonna save my life. So I was like, you gonna save my life. Wow. And I'm not thinking any of this. I'm not thinking at a level of what now when I look back, it scares me. The first day I met Walker, the first day I met him, that nigga came and he told me, we talked for hours. He's like, God told me you're gonna be my wife. He's like, I don't know what it is about you. It's like God telling me like I gotta be with you. He's like, man, you got a good heart. And I'm like, why is this nigga talking to me? I don't even know him.
Wow.
I'm like, this nigga must be high. Like, yeah, what's wrong with him? He's like, Shorty, and he just kept pacing back and forth. And he was like, Shorty, you got a good heart, man. It's like God telling me you're gonna be my wife. Watch. And I just met this man the same day. Wow. I swear to you. So when people say, oh, like, what you thinking? It was a purpose. It wasn't. If me and Walker was to separate today, God forbid, I know that I've served my purpose. because he's not the same Walker he was when I met him 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I've served my purpose. Even when we weren't together, I used to pray to God and say, God, send somebody else in his life to pick up where I left.
Wow, that's powerful.
Girl, and I used to sit there and tell myself, like, you gotta be a damn fool praying for this nigga asking God to send somebody else.
That's a different level of discernment. Let me say something. I tell people this all the time. When me and my ex broke up, I've never been through anything. I think some women probably say I talk about this situation because that was a very traumatic time in my life, Tammy. My ex slept with my staff. My ex slept with my friends. My ex would rob me and have my people that I thought loved me sell my things. You understand? So what I went through was very traumatic, very something that could really break a woman down to her knees. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know what's the craziest shit is that when I left that situation, I told myself, I said, you have to be willing to see him do well and not care. And you got to be willing to see him do bad and not care. Because people think when they leave somebody, they think that they supposed to be doomed, and that's always the case.
Yeah.
That motherfucker might become a millionaire tomorrow. I was fine with that because I had something greater. Tammy, I had peace.
Yeah, peace.
When my kids, I never forget this day. My kids said we were in my old house that we had together, and my kids said to me when me and him, Tammy, I did some crazy shit. Tammy, me and my kids was walking. I made my kids walk from like downtown in the area I was living at to our house, and I had money, but I needed to be clear. I needed to be free.
Yeah.
And I remember walking. I said, when I get to my motherfucking house, this is the fuck it. And my son, he was a little chubby at the time. He crying. He calling my mother. I don't know what's wrong with her. What's wrong with her? Why she got us walking? I was walking to my freedom, right? And I get to my house. And Tammy, listen to me. I promise you, on my life, I ain't get bitter. I got better.
Yo, you
I
sound
didn't get
just
bitter
like
at
me.
all. I say, I got it. This is it, Tammy.
Yo, you sound like me. I swear.
When I left that man, Tammy, I watched people that I love because he had got short-term success. He had got short-term success. I'm gonna tell you about a little more off of this.
Right.
He had got short-term success, and the people that wanted to see me be destroyed, they would glorify the fake success, right?
The fake, yeah.
But I had peace because my kids laid in the bed with me and said, "Mommy, can you put the chair to the door?" Because they couldn't sleep because he was such a demonic spirit that they were scared. My babies wanted me to put the chair to the door, Tammy, because they could not sleep. Nobody don't understand the struggle that I went through when your kids want the door to be put, the chair to be put to the door because they don't feel safe, right? And I remember saying that I don't give a fuck if he had 50, 60 million. I got peace. Nobody can't tell me nothing about
people don't understand it's a difference when you got that peace, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's a difference. And it's funny, could you stand that? When me and Walker separated, I was in Europe. We was in Denmark. And I seen some shit. He probably gonna smack me. So he probably gonna be like, bitch, why would you get up here and say that shit alive? I'm not lying. I seen some shit in his phone. This is during the Love and Hip Hop days when we separated. And I told him, I said, and he, you know, you see some shit, I turned the phone around, I was like, yeah. And he, oh man, you know that I was just thinking. I said, girl, when I said I was so calm, I was like, I said, the same thing you said, I swear on my daughter's life. I said, I'm not mad, I'm not angry. I said, I'm not sad, I'm not bitter. I said, but I said, I promise you, my nigga, I would never love you the same. I said, when I leave here, I said, I'm leaving everything with you, my tears, my pain, everything. When I got on that flight, it was a 12-hour flight home. I lay back, I prayed, and
the calmest you ever been,
I did not cry.
The calmest you ever been.
The next time we talked, I wasn't doing the crying. He was.
Tammy,
you get what I'm saying? Like, God will change situations. And it took for that moment, it took for me to get to that point to where it's, and I still didn't want him to, like, and anybody who knows, like, I have women tell you, like, even on the show, when I was on Love and Hip Hop, even when I was doing interviews, even if I was talking to a nigga, y'all niggas can never badmouth him. I don't give a fuck what he did. Right. You're not gonna talk bad about him because I had that much respect and love for him. Yes. And I know that he had love for me, but he had a problem that he needed to fix. You get what I'm saying?
Tammy, listen to me. I remember somebody saying to me and said, I done been a fucking amazing to my child mother. That bitch wouldn't say nothing nice about me if it fucking pulled a tooth out. That nigga tried to destroy you. You still talk about the good things that he bring in your life. I said, because I can't lie about what somebody was or what somebody would do. I can't. There was a purpose. There was a reason. My daughter's father got killed, Tammy. My daughter's father got killed. My daughter is 10 years old. My daughter's father got killed when she was 1. My ex showed me that I could love again, because there was a time that I did not think so. We did not. This man was taken from me. My daughter was 1 year old, and I had to bury her father with a family that I thought loved me and then changed on me. I never knew what people do like that.
That's some crazy shit, man. I'm trying to tell you.
And my daughter's father family is amazing. They take care of my daughter 100%, but they wasn't right to me at one time, because hurt people. My ex, he showed me that I could love again. He was necessary. Whether he was demonic, whether he was necessary. God said, this is going to come in your life, because now I would know better.
I'm just showing you what's to come.
Because if you broken, then you won't get confused with your confidant. There's a woman that's on his live right now that is confusing the man that they're with right now as their confidant, because you're broken, baby. He is not.
And let me tell you something.
He is not
man, my daughter's father, I was married. People don't know I was married prior to my high school sweetheart.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my high school sweetheart, which is my daughter's father. And I went through all of the, I'm not gonna say some crazy certain shit, because I don't want my daughter, some shit I didn't have to tell her.
I respect that.
And even though he's a fuck nigga, I'm not even gonna lie, the shit that he does to my daughter, like when you can't affect me, now you try to take it out on her. And that's when I have a fucking problem.
I know what you mean.
But I've been through some shit where a nigga be like, you can sing. But how many people can sing? You cute. But won't you be a nurse or something? Like, won't you, you can.
Tammy, what's wrong with you right now? Tammy, what's wrong with you? I've been different since I was younger. My son's father used to tell me, why you can't be regular?
But you know what I realized, though, bitch?
Tiny on your head.
Yeah, girl, that was me. But you know what I fucking realized? Nigga, you mad because you don't have a fucking talent. You mad you don't have a talent.
See, because he average.
When a person break you down like that, it's because they don't have it. Everybody ain't have. Some people are meant to be fucking workers. Some people are meant to be workers. Some people are meant to fucking follow. And some people can't do that shit because it kills them. It kills your
creativity. He was secretly sabotaging you. He wanted to build insecurity so you won't.
Girl, no, but guess what happened? When he couldn't do, when I left and we separated, he tried everything to get me back. Act like he wanted to kill himself, all type of shit to try to control me because he was controlling.
I went through cancer, acting like I cancer, all kind of shit.
All kinds of shit, but it was a form of control. But guess what? As my daughter adored him. As she got older, guess what he tried to do? Inflict that insecurity on her. He used to tell my baby when she's going down there, when you come down here, you normal. You ain't nobody. You normal. Yeah. Your mother let you put that shit in your hair, and look, you bald headed. You ain't got no edges. For months, my fucking child will watch mixed girls on Instagram with pretty hair.
Tammy.
That shit used to burn my fucking soul.
Tammy.
Because my baby was insecure by her own shit because of a fucking, and you know what I told her? And legally by court, I had to send her there every fucking summer. But guess what? The last motherfucking summer she came back and she was crying and she was telling me how she felt, and I saw the insecurities in her. I told the fucking judge, I said, you could hold me in contempt, put me under the jail. Wow. I said, because verbal abuse is way worse than physical.
Absolutely. Wow.
You're not going to do my daughter. You're not going to put that insecurity in my daughter. You're not going to.
Wow. We have a lot in common, Tammy. We have a lot.
Because when it can't hurt. And let me tell you one more thing, because it's on my heart and God just told me to say it. Y'all need to watch. Y'all think that adults and people don't pray against kids or be jealous of kids. Grown-ups are jealous of your children.
Tammy!
They're jealous of your children.
Tammy.
Watch them.
Tammy, cut it out. Let me tell you something. Tammy, my son's 17th birthday just passed. My son's 17th birthday just passed. As a mother raising a black boy, I was emotional because I know mothers that didn't make it. Their sons didn't make it to 17.
That's real shit.
I went on my Facebook and I wrote a post. My son's father family is not there for my son. I wrote a post. I said that my son turned 17. There are aunts that he have that can't even acknowledge him being 17. Tammy, my son's family wrote posts about me. I'm not hitting bitches up. Bitches think they somebody. This is that. Tammy, they attacked my son. They manipulated my son. My son was going to his aunt's house and she was putting things in my son's head. People work through your fucking kids. When they work your kids, and when the devil can't get you, they try to go against. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to tell you. These people was trying to put this in my son's head. Was trying to tell my son, Tammy, you won't believe what they said. They said she care about her daughter. She don't give a fuck about him. They want, your daughter don't have a sibling yet. My son was my only. I had my baby girl. They try to manipulate my son.
But he tried that shit with the, your mama brainwashing you. Your mama this, and you know my daughter used to tell me. My daughter said, "Mommy,"
said that, Tammy.
She's like, mommy, he don't know that I got my own mind. He don't know that I got my own personality.
Oh my goodness.
She said he told me to be normal. She said, mommy, what's normal? I said, I don't know. Never heard of it.
Right.
The fuck is that?
Tammy,
we don't know that.
My son's fucking 17th birthday, February 22nd. I would have my son when I was 19 years old. I sacrificed for my son since I was 19 years old. My son's father been in prison since my son was 2 months old. Let me tell you something. I've never asked nobody for nothing. I grind for me and mine. And when they went on Facebook, because of the jealousy, they can't even love him.
Oh, girl,
they so jealous of me. They so jealous of me. They can't even love him.
Girl, his sister went on Instagram and told them, oh, she trying to lie, act like Walker's Charlie's daughter. That's not his biological daughter. I said, I've never in my life said that was his child. I was on Love and Hip Hop and said Charlie goes to Baltimore every summer with her dad. Never said nothing bad about the man, even though I could have said a whole bunch of shit.
Absolutely.
But you know, but it's a. Let me tell you something. Even, and not only just with your children. This is another thing. When things is going right in your household and things going right in your life, when the devil can't, because when you're anointed and you're covered, they can disrupt everything around you. This whole fucking room, my man, could be all over the floor, but I could be untouched and unbothered. So what the devil does is he sends his little imps to disrupt every fucking thing around you. And when they can't get to you, hold up, when he can't.
Woo!
Oh, stupid shit. Why my mama tripping? Why my sister tripping? They don't even know. They don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
When stuff happen like that, when you know what I tell people, when I clean up 1,000 times, your house still won't be fucking clean. You be like, what the fuck is going on in my house? What happens is when stuff like that happen, when everything around you is disrupted and you can't, and shit just not move, you gotta be still. When shit get like that, I come in this closet and I get on my knees and I be still. I'm trying to tell you.
Tammy,
man.
When Tammy, my friends were saying to me at the time, they said, bitch, I said, bitch, let me tell you, either a woman can do two things when she going through a breakup. She can go be promiscuous or she can be still. Bitch, I gotta be still because I gotta be busy with myself.
Gotta pray.
Or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go make the same mistakes. I'm gonna fuck a nigga because he a little better than my ex. Oh no. I just don't got the time to do that.
And girl, who the fuck? I'm not trying to be smart. I ain't never. I mean, my coochie don't get wet for certain shit. I just don't get wet from a nigga that look good. I got a few dollars.
It's like, girl,
my shit don't work like that.
But yeah, we're out here fucking just cause. I'm like, fucking ain't that good.
I ain't never did that type of shit. I don't even know what that means.
I ain't just fucking just cause now. I ain't just out here fucking niggas now.
Bitch,
we
I can make myself come. You feel
me? We ain't just doing that now. We can't just give it up like that because I think too much of myself just to be giving niggas that.
And you know what I always tell my husband? I used to like, nigga, you think I'm gonna give? You know when you get mad with your nigga, they get to arguing, and you like, oh, what you gonna go focus somebody? You like, nigga, if we don't work out, the next nigga gonna wife me just like you did, baby.
Exactly.
I'm not fucking up my reputation to get back at you.
That's the only thing we're on track. That's very powerful, Tammy, because I literally just experienced that in February, that they will attack your children, baby. You got to protect your children. Girl, and if they can, they will use your mama, your sister, your auntie, your man. My sister, I have a younger sister, and I put my sister in my business. My sister runs my business. My sister's like so dope, Tammy. You will love her. And my sister, they was trying to use my sister. They was trying to get my sister to go against, making my sister think that I'm not working for her. Bitch, I'm working for you. Everything I'm doing is for you.
Girl, I bought my sister. Let me tell you something, China. My sister lived in Baltimore. My sister was working at Five Guys. I told, and it's crazy because it's like a person that worked with me that I fell out when I was telling them the story, like my testimony. I was like, I couldn't rest until I got my nephews out of Baltimore and you know what I'm saying, in a safe environment, because this is when the Freddie Gray shit went on. We used to have a riot. Shit was going crazy. Rest knowing that I'm buying Chanel bags, even though I made sure my sister was straight. She's still working at Five Guys, so my sister wasn't the type of person to be like, oh, I'm going to live off of you.
Right. Wow.
I bought my sister a house before I bought my own fucking house.
Tammy, I just was talking to my mother, right? I just was talking to my mother. That's crazy you said that. People don't understand is that when you got somebody that loves you and don't want nothing in return,
somebody said this feel like sister circle.
Tammy, you love your sister without receiving. I love my sister without receiving.
Girl.
Your mother loved you, Tammy, without receiving. My mother loved me without receiving. They don't know our praise. Tammy, let me tell you something. I was on the phone with my mother, right? And this is a few years ago. This is years ago. My sister was like 17, 18. And I said to my mother, I said, I'll never forget. I wanted some Isabella Marant. Remember them sneakers? I remember.
Yeah.
Tammy, I had a shitload of. I probably had about, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I probably had about 400,000 in the bank. I ain't even gonna hold you, right? And I remember saying, she's 17. She outside different. I'm a grown bitch. I'm buying for her. I wanted her to have more than me. Shay, you put your sister house before you. Because I want her to have more than me.
More than me. I tell my sister, I have to get my mom, my sisters. I don't understand when females. I'm not trying to knock nobody. When females like, oh, my sister judged me, I can't fuck. If you go to either one of my sister's page, one of them is Bad Body Keisha, and the other one is 92026 or something. They post me more than they post their damn self. Mm-hmm. Every accomplishment I have is almost like they got the accomplishment. It's like it's as if they accomplished something. Mm-hmm. I love my fucking sisters to death. I would die. I can say this wholeheartedly. I would die for either one of my sisters. Not only will I die, I will live for them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I always say, I told my man that don't die for me, live for me. You say
I live for my sister. I live for my family.
That's
but
right.
If it ever came down and I had to choose between me and my sisters, I know that if either one of them, they're gonna make sure my baby's straight. I could never sit back and watch my sisters hurt. I love my sisters to death. Yeah. Like my sisters are my girl. They my backbone.
How was your mother's relationship with her sisters?
Horrible.
My mother too. I think that's what made me.
Yes, I mean they have a division. They love each other, but they just got a different type of relationship. I'm like, I will never talk.
Yo, Tammy,
gonna get down like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. My mother.
They like, oh, that bitch jealous of me.
Yes.
I can't fuck with that bitch.
I'm not even being funny, and I'm not even being biased. But when as you get older, you learn your mother's character, right? And I know my mother's character. My mother's not the wrong one in this. They couldn't receive my mother properly. It was always this thing. And I remember being young, and I remember the fighting and the talking about my mother and talking about us. And
right in your face.
Yes. And my mother would make us respect them. I have cousins that would see my mother and don't speak to her. I would never not speak to my aunt.
But you know one thing I can say though, between me and even though my mom and her sisters used to get into it, me and my cousins, we never let that shit get to it. We beef because it's our shit. But when they used to get into it, we used to always tell them like, yo, that's between y'all. We ain't got to do that.
See, we didn't have that. My cousins took on their mother's stuff, and then
and I know families that do that, but I'm thank God that my cousins don't like that.
Yeah,
because me and my cousin would tell our moms like, shit, you said something about her, she said something about you. Okay, we out of
right. No,
hey,
it didn't work
like
that.
Let's go. Yeah,
it didn't work like that.
But it's fucked up because when you have family that do that and the kids aren't old enough or mature enough to say, yo, that's y'all shit. They ain't got nothing to do with me and my cousins. Yes. And it trickles down to the kids, and now y'all.
Right, it trickles down to the next generation.
Exactly. But no, me and my cousins, we never had that type of situation. Even when my moms and them would get into it, and it's so crazy. And I can even say with some of my aunties. My mom and my aunties used to get into it a lot, and she got her sisters that she's close with and her sisters that she's not so close with. But I had called one of my aunts the other day, and I swear to you, and I called her and I said, Auntie, I just want to tell you thank you and I love you. I said, because no matter what you and my mama went through, you always treated me with love. Right. You always made me feel, and I had to think about that because there's been times that I've been around. I have a very bad stigma or problem with people mistreating kids. Like I can have a neighbor's kid in my house. If I go to Target and I buy Charlie an outfit and I have this kid with me, I'm buying her outfit. Or
I'm like that too. I
can't do it because I was mistreated as a child. Meaning I've been around parents with their kids and they made me feel like shit. Like I didn't have shit because I didn't have shit. But if my mom was out in the streets and you buying if you see a niece and you buying your kids some sneakers, you buy your kids some shit, and you know I'm sitting here with nothing, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't give a fuck if it's not my kids or I don't know them. I treat everybody kids the same. If you in my house, I'ma feed you. You can ask. I have my husband's friends drop his kids off, and I say they don't need no overnight bag. I'm going to buy Charlie some clothes in the morning. I'll buy them some too.
Tammy, let me tell you something. You know, there's chapters in your life. 3 years ago, I was fucked up, right? I didn't have the same lifestyle. My kids live a certain lifestyle. We didn't have it at that time, right? Mm-hmm. My son would go to his aunt's house on his father's side, and she would be having these Gucci belts for her sons and stuff. Now, you got to remember, his mother's working towards a goal. I'm opening my Jersey shop, so money, I'm sacrificing.
It ain't flowing like, right, you sacrificing.
Right? So I didn't get my nails done for 6 months. It's okay, because I had a plan. You live in a luxury apartment in Jersey where you go to a predominant school. My kids stayed in private. This whole process, but you wasn't getting you wasn't getting Balenciagas. You wasn't getting it, right?
Right.
He would go over to his aunt's house, and she would pull out material things and show my son and talk about me. Oh, your mother's doing this, your mother's doing that. But look and guess what? My son was walking over shit and piss going into her apartment. I ain't trying to be funny. And I ain't throwing no fucking shade. I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah, but your priorities fucked up.
Walking into her apartment over shit and motherfucking piss. And she was showing. That was her trying to manipulate my motherfucking son. That was her trying to manipulate.
You've been teaching her the wrong shit. Girl,
and guess what? Her jealousy for me, Tammy, she couldn't even see that's her motherfucking nephew.
That's what happened. And that's the way I felt. And that's the way I felt about my ex-husband. I felt as though, and I used to always, even when we went to court, that nigga was in court, he bashed me. That nigga, his lawyer was in there reciting Walker's lyrics, saying he's a gangbanger, all types of shit. Guess what happened? I got up there, the judge said, well, what do you feel about him? I said, I think he's a great father. I've never seen him be a bad father. He's a great father to my daughter. Now, do I feel as though he has I want full custody of my daughter. But guess what? He did all of that shit. I still got full custody. Wow. Because I didn't have to bash you. I will even Walker, even when this nigga would say, promise my daughter, I'm gonna come. She was young, so she was excited. Oh, my daddy said he's gonna come and get me on March 15th. He's gonna come and get me on March 15th. Wow. And then March 15th come, he would text me and say, oh, I don't have the money. You send her. And guess what I had to do? I had to go in my pocket and pay for me to send her. Because and Walker's like, what the fuck? How the fuck you gonna pay? This nigga promised. I said, baby, because it ain't about him. My daughter's excited to see this nigga. So I can't even help it. I gotta pay for this shit because my baby is anticipating to see this nigga.
So much. Absolutely. It's bigger than that.
You know what I'm saying? But the love that he used to, that I used to see that he had, even though we had our shit, I said, I know he loved his daughter. And I still know he loved her. But the hate that he had for me started overshadowing the love. And that's a problem.
Sorry, Tammy. Hold on.
Yeah,
Jules, I'm on live. This is my daughter. I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back. I'm having a really great conversation. I'm gonna call you back. I'm coming to pick you up, okay? I see you here. I see she did a twist out. I'm gonna call you back. My daughter father family has always been amazing to my daughter. The difference with when I had my second child, I said to myself, because I never experienced having a father there because my son father went to prison. So my mother was my baby father. My mother was in the delivery room. My mother rubbed my stomach. My mother did all that. I never had a baby shower with a man there because I didn't experience that with my daughter. So when I had my son, when I had my daughter, I said to myself that I knew that I was going to pick a better family because I knew how important family was. I didn't realize when my first, because I was young. So I'm just loving my baby father, not knowing that the family plays a part. So when I had my daughter, my son, my baby father family is amazing. Very loving, very connected, very together, amazing. When my daughter's father got killed, something happened. It was like this thing where they did to me. I don't even understand it. I never really publicly said it to them, privately said it to them. They hurt me really, really bad. They didn't put me in my daughter father obituary. They didn't acknowledge what I had with him, right? And it was because hurt people. But the love, when you become a mother, when you're a parent, you are selfless. You do not do what's best for you. You do what's best for your children. And my daughter, father family was so amazing to her that it was bigger than them just doing what they did to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, you know what? You did that to me. It's fine. It's cool. Guess what? You there for my kid. So when you just said that, it's like so amazing that you're saying like, you saw it a bigger purpose when it comes to your daughter and what she needed. And I think a lot of people as mothers need to understand what it is to be selfless with your children and not be caught up with being bitter with your baby father or bitter with his family. Or you can't.
No, it's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible for you to like. But I had to learn like, and it's crazy because what I couldn't understand was like, I have an ex that was after my daughter's father before I met, and when we ended, I remember he wrote me a letter, and the letter he said, one thing I always respect is your heart. I know you have a good heart. And and it was, when we separated, it was cool with me because I'm like, damn, he know my heart. If you know my heart, then I'm cool with that because you know my heart. You know that I don't have no ill intentions or no ill will. But the things that my daughter father would do, I couldn't understand. I'm like, why is this nigga doing this shit? Like, I'm not trying to be evil to this man. I never filed for child support or nothing. The last time we went to court, he tried to get full custody and have him throw me in jail. I never asked for shit. Because I always had this mentality, like, if I'm fucking with a nigga, and this my nigga, if he do for me, you gonna do for mine. And I'ma always make sure mine's good, period. But nigga, if I'm laying with you every night, you gonna make sure mine's good too. So I shouldn't have to ask another nigga for shit. You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel like I have to go to the white man to get the white man to make you take care of your child. I just don't got time for that. So when we went to court, the judge made him pay me. He was asked for full custody. The judge made him pay me child support. You get what I'm saying? And back child support. But the whole thing is, I couldn't understand why. I was like, damn, he know I'm not a bad person. He know my heart. This nigga act like he don't know me. Like, why you acting like you don't? I mean, told people that I was a hoe, that I was hoeing, that I was doing all type of shit. I ain't never been a hoe in my motherfucking life. You can call me a lot of things, but a hoe ain't one. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, why is this nigga trying to slander me and do these things when he know my heart? I would never try to slander this person and make this person. And to this day, I've never spoken out about this man until I'm on the phone with you. Like, never.
Right.
I've never had, even on shows they try to get me to speak on it, I just, I say one or two words and I'm done with it. Right. But it was revealed to me, sometimes people do things to you. They do know your heart. They try to act like they don't. They envy it. They envy that
oh,
they're
absolutely.
not. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times these people who are doing things hurtful towards you, you're like, damn, what did I do? Like, why you treat me like that? You know, I'm not even that type of person. Right. Why are you trying to? It's because they're jealous of the heart that you have. Right. You get what I'm saying? If it's one thing that I can say, I can sit up here today and honestly say I have never in my life ever done anything to hurt or harm anyone. Me too. I have never done that. I might, talk shit, get into an argument, but I'm talking about physically, like, make a person lose their job, take food out their kids' mouths, fucking call the police. I done had a nigga smack the shit out me before and black my motherfucking eye, and I didn't even call the police. The fucking neighbors called the police, and when they called me, I said, nah, I'm good. I just want to get my people, and I just want to go. You get what I'm saying? Wow. Because at the end of the day, I'm not about to. I put myself in that situation. Absolutely. I knew this nigga was capable of. Right. This ain't the first time the nigga done smacked the shit out of me or put his hands on me. Right. So what am I calling the police for when I keep putting myself in that situation? To put another black man in jail? To put, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, absolutely. I'm gonna take this L because, bitch, you're in this position because your ass decided to be. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And accountability. Accountability. And there's a lot of times that I could have took that route and said, oh, you know what I'm saying? I've never even told my daughter half the shit that I went through. Right. Even though she has her own issues with him, and to this day, and this man probably think I be brainwashing her, telling her, and I swear on the air, God could take out my body, I still tell her, that's still your father. Of course. I say, I don't like that man, but I'll reach out to him if you want me to connect y'all. I will figure out a way to make it work. Because it ain't about me. Absolutely. It's about you. Absolutely. I put my daughter in counseling for months and reached out to this nigga. Reached out to this nigga and said, come to counseling so you can figure out what's going on so I can fix your relationship. It ain't about us. Wow. It's about Trevor. Walker has been in my life for 10 years. He's reached out to that man 5 times. That man has never had a full conversation with my husband at all. Wow. How can you live in a house? How can you have a man living in a house with your daughter for 10 years and you don't even know this man? It draws his spirit because this man is with you. This man is your husband. This man, he wants to keep that. But I wanted to say something. I see comments and I'm like, what's funny, Tammy, is that women, you could be feeding women and women still won't get it. I see women on this live right now, right, trying to play your cards against, like, oh, y'all talking over each other. That's what happens when. But that's what we do when you're excited. No, but let me tell you. But let me show you something. They want to miss the purpose. See, let me tell you something, baby. When they not ready to change, they throw a dagger in the message. Yeah. So because our message is so powerful, baby, you got we feeding off of each other. Yes. So but when you got the broken ones that's in the live that's gonna say things like, oh, China's talking over Tammy talking over China. Oh, please. You know why? Because she still sleep. She sleep. And this is annoying her. But she's still getting fed though. But Tammy, they still getting fed. They still up here. They still getting it right. They still up here. But the thing is, when you talk, it's not that we're talking over each other. Absolutely not. She might say something that ignited something in me that I gotta speak on, and she understands that, and I understand that when she cuts me off, it's because I hit something, and she's like, "Let me get this out before I forget." That's because they don't have. Let me tell you something. It's so many women out here that's so bland.
That's why your husband saw that you was his wife. That's why your husband said it's your heart. These women out here is surface deep. These women out here can't even.
I done had a friend. I done had a girl ask my homegirl. Matter of fact, I think my homegirl, she from Brooklyn. Matter of fact, and I love her to death. She said, I think she's from Brooklyn.
For real? Wow.
And she asked her, why Tammy? I mean, she cute and she got a nice shape, but why her? Like, why not? Why her? And you know what my friend told her? She said, the reason why you're asking why her is the reason why it's her. Is that it's not about a nigga can have the baddest bitch in the world. That's why you see some niggas you'll see a nigga with Halle Berry, he still cheating. You be like, how the fuck a nigga cheat on Halle Berry? This bitch is bad. It ain't about that. Sometimes these men, they need a bitch to feed their ego. Or sometimes you could be the beautiful thing in the world, but you don't have you ain't nothing but a shell. You ain't nothing but a shell. The reason why my husband, when we separated, that nigga said, baby, he said I tried to fill my bed with bitches. I tried to try to not to think about you. He said, I tried everything. He said, man, but after I wake up and after we done, I look at them like, get the fuck out of my face. Why you here? He's like, and it's serious. He's like, why you here? It's just a shell. It's just, these women are just a face. You gotta be more than just a typical beauty. It's not beauty that's in the eye of a beholder. You could be bad. You could have the nicest body. You could have the most beautiful face, the longest hair. Yep. It ain't about that. If you can't sit there and get into a nigga's soul and get on a level with him spiritually.
That's right.
Man,
Tammy, let me tell you something. Women be waiting for moments to bring women against each other. We are powerful, right? And this message is so powerful, but let me tell you, they are so it's so sad. I don't want to be mad at them. I want to hug them. I want to hug these women that's still shedding off in negative energy because they just don't want to be held accountable. There are women in this live right now that's rolling their eyes but still on it. Because you know why? They not ready. Because when you ready, you got to take accountability. And with accountability, there comes change. And a lot of them right now, they still got a no good nigga sitting right there next to them. They still got them no good friends sitting right there next to them. They still won't even do nothing to change their life instead of just coming this live and saying something negative because that gives them a little bit of leverage.
I'm telling you, they don't. But you know, they don't even. I don't think they even understand or know. Some of them don't even know what they're doing. China. Some people are so used to being in toxic environments and speaking toxically. Like right now, I'm in a battle with myself. Like I don't want to curse no more, and it's so hard. I have a potty mouth.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
And I'm trying my best to stop cursing, and it's like. That's my thing with myself that I'm going through. But you know what makes me not do it? It's not because I feel like it's ghetto or I feel like I should. The reason why I'm trying to do it because I'm trying to bring peace to myself. And that's the way I feel like I'm going to be peaceful.
Right.
Like a lot of people, and you don't understand when you really change your way of thinking and you change your environment, you really change. Like it really, like you have to speak things into your life. A lot of people, the reason why I get down and dirty and I go to interviews and be dressed like this and no makeup on because I don't want women.
But you're so beautiful.
Thank you, babe.
So beautiful.
Thank you, Mama.
So beautiful. It is a whole nother level.
I don't be wanting people to get into that. I come from the fucking jets, my nigga. I come from nothing. I come from waking up, your shit might be stole, not knowing the fuck you gonna get, waiting for food stamps to hit before you get some fucking food, eating noodles every motherfucking day, lights being cut off, fucking washing your underwears in the sink with your fucking hands. That's how I grew up. But a lot of people wouldn't know that about me because they only see what they want to see. So when I come on here, I'm not coming up here to try to brag about what I got. I'm sitting in my closet right now because they remodeled my house and they downstairs putting up chandeliers. I don't want no
closet is ridiculous.
Thank you, but
okay.
Yeah, but I don't want them to think like, oh, that, you know, I'm not trying to show you what I got. Y'all see me, y'all see how I dress, you see how I look with makeup on, you see the things that I have. That's not what I'm trying to get out there. That's not the message. If I feel like if another girl can look at me and say, I used to be like that, my nigga, I grew up like that, like I know that feeling. I watched my uncle get killed in front of me on my 12th birthday in broad daylight, and I held him on my fucking birthday. And a lot of people would never know that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I walked him to the car and said, Uncle, can I get some money for the fucking candy lady? And a nigga came and shot him in my face, in his back 3 times. And I had to sit on the ground and hold him until the fucking police came. Like, a lot of people, and I was 12 years old.
That's traumatizing. But
you know what? Even as a child, at 12 years old, the reason why I was there because God wanted me there.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? But I just want other girls to know, like, who been through shit, who come from where we come from. Don't look at us and think that, oh, these bitches just talking because they think that they can tell us something, or they think they better, so they feel like they can drop some jewels. I'm not trying to think I'm better than no fucking body, because I promise you, in this industry, one day you could be up, the next day you motherfucking down. I have been through it.
That's life, period.
You feel me? Period.
That's life, period.
You could be up and you down. Shit.
That's life, period.
You never fucking know. So sometimes there has been times that y'all done seen me on social media drip the fuck out, bitch, and I was fucked up.
Right.
But ain't nobody know.
Hello.
Ain't nobody know. Because guess what? If I made it once, bitch, I can make it again.
Oh, baby, it's so doable. It's so doable. When you get that taste and you do it, it's so doable.
Girl.
It's so doable. The reason why I dedicated my life to doing things like this too also is because, hear me, this is why we made it through.
Yeah.
Because we have to do the torch to allow them to see that they can do it. Because that's the only reason why black women are so scared to give information. That's why black women are so scared to receive each other, is because we leave. Because black people leave each other. But we leave each other also because when you bring people with you, they try to destroy you. So it's two sides to that. So we got to start coming back for our people, but we also got to start understanding and respect our people and not try to get over on our people. We got to build the trust. In order to build the trust, we got to give trust. We got to trust each other. Sisters ain't trusting each other. Sisters ain't trusting each other because we know what we do to each other.
But let me tell you something. You know what's so crazy though, China? You ever see these niggas?
Oh no. You guys can hear me? I don't know what happened. So we gotta get Tammy back. It froze. Do you guys hear me now? Do you guys still hear me? Do you guys hear me? Okay. Let's try to get Tammy back. I don't know. It just broke up. Okay. We're waiting for Tammy to come back. There's so many people. Why are y'all requesting and y'all know that? Yeah, Tammy's phone may have died. Yup. It might have died. I believe so. No, if she got a call, it would just go out. And then that's it. Yeah, she may have. Let me see. I'm gonna text her phone and see. I believe that Tammy's phone died. Hold on. I think her phone died. Yep, it died. So you know what, guys? We may come back and we may do this again. It was amazing. It was very fulfilling. It was really something different. Tammy really spoke life into me as well. I know she's spoken life into many of you guys, and I'm so happy that we was able to do this. I'm so happy that this guy has given me a platform to be able to do things like this. A lot of people still don't get it, but it's okay because we fed ourselves, we fed each other. I'm humble, I'm blessed. Thank you so much. We will do this again. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm gonna save it. So if you want to go back and watch it, you can. Thank you.
Rockstar baby, for you I'ma go rockstar baby. So let's cha-cha baby. I wanna sip and eat pasta baby. Cause you're hot stuff baby. I said you're hot stuff baby. Only thing I think will make you hotter baby is if me and you go hit a hot tub baby.